Happy Saturday! Welcome in, everybody! It's MSQ Day! I'm so excited and scared. I hope you've all been doing well. I hope your Saturday has been going well so far. I was rewatching. I thought I was gonna be late. I was trying to rewatch last week's VOD to remember where we left off, and of course, how could I forget about burger time? It was such a magical moment. Perfect way to end stream. But yeah, so we're around like what, level 81 now? That's where we're at. Look at my man. Look at him, he's so cute. I'm gonna be sad. I've gotten so used to just seeing him here all week when I come in here. I'm sad he's not gonna be here anymore. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm feeling a bit weird at the start here. You'll have to forgive me. I had a lot going on before stream today, so I'm just trying to like calm down from that. But we're good. We're here, and I'm ready for some Feels Walker. I hope you guys are too. I did have some stuff I wanted to talk about at the beginning. It's not as big of a list as last week though, I promise you. It's just like, you know, I have time. I spend the week like processing what's been going on, because so much, I mean, I shouldn't be doing 8-hour streams, but you know, there's so much to like think about. And then like, as I'm like absorbing what was going on during the last stream, I start having questions, and I don't want to forget about these questions, so I write them down. So I got another one of those this week. Oh gosh, this game gonna send me to an early grave. I still haven't gotten over yesterday's stream. My partner came home from work last night, and he was like, how was your stream? How was your day? So I was telling him about Mesija and that fucking and so I was like explaining the story to him and like talking about her, and the more I talked about her and like thought about her background and like what led her to the things that she did and all that, the sadder I got. I'm so sad for her. She deserved better. I did also look it up, and apparently there is no way to save her there, which is weird because they specifically said that my decisions would matter in that chapter, and then they ended up not actually mattering. Like, she dies either way, so. But I do kind of take comfort in knowing that I didn't accidentally not save her when there was a possibility I could. Anyway, I guess I can get into the game music. I'm just kind of clicked out right now. There we go. There's the man. Judge, hello! Suffering is entertainment. Oh, don't I know it?
Hey.
Hi. I know why y'all are here. But we're not suffering right now because we're looking at the lovely Grahatia. Look at him. He just loves me so much. He's just so full of admiration for me. I can't get over it. Okay, so let's get onto this list because it's not that long. Just things I was thinking about this week. So this game does this thing, and most games do this. This is how like writing a story goes, where they give you a piece of information, right? And they wait long enough before they give you the next piece of information. So there's been enough time for you to like forget what was said before. But unfortunately for this game, I have VODs, so I can go back and remember things, right? So this whole thing going on with the forum, right? Last week we learned that like in Charlian, things kind of changed 270 years ago, I guess. And that was when, I guess the forum or the scholars or the archons or something, that's when they started to study, they were in Dravania studying the ethereal sea. So something happened at the ethereal sea, fucked them up, and then they kind of changed their whole course, right? Like Labyrinthos kind of became a much bigger, important thing. And now this thing with the final days happening, the forum seems to be putting into action something they've been preparing for a long time, right? Well, again, they kind of gave us information. Theorycraft is not even really a theory. I think this is it. It's just one of those things where they kind of gave me the info in like a broken order. And maybe I'm watching my VODs too much. Maybe I shouldn't be going back as much as I am. But so like at the very start, tinfoil hat equipped. Yeah, I got my board, I got my red string, don't you worry, it's that time. Um, when we were on the boat to Charlian and we were talking to Heidelin, she said something about like it's at that moment. I think that's how she worded it. Like at that moment, I will fulfill a promise I made in an age past, right? And at the time, I thought she was talking about like when she was created, like a promise she made to the ancients, right? But then last week, two important things happened, right? The next thing, so going in order of how the story told it to us, Heidelin says that she'll fulfill a promise she made. I think she said fulfill. Something about a promise ages past. She has some kind of promise with somebody, right? And then when we were spying on Erinville as our little frog sonas, the forum guy told Erin that that all of this work that they're doing with the labyrinthos and stuff, it's in order to fulfill a promise that they made, right? And then shortly after this is when we were brought before the forum and find out about the ethereal sea. So as far as the forum is concerned, they have a promise with someone somewhere, and this all comes down to when they started to look into the ethereal sea. Well, whomst has a tie to the ethereal sea but Mommy Crystal herself. She even tells us when, well, I mean, it's already obvious, but the fact that they even brought it up, you know, because when you're talking to her in Cryol, she talks about like how she brought Minphilia's soul or whatever back to the ethereal sea from the first. So they're already reminding you about her connection to the ethereal sea, and then the same before. This whole thing is to say that whatever this promise is, it's a promise between Heidelin and the forum, I think. Something happened at that ethereal sea, made these nerds go, oh shit, okay, maybe they met Heidelin and she warned them about something and they made a plan. I don't know. All souls go to the ethereal sea, right? And who's there? Even baddies? I mean, yeah, but this doesn't have to do with Minphilia. This has to do with the fact that Heidelin herself is like a part of the ethereal sea thing, and that is the thing. Whatever happened at the ethereal sea with the forum is what made them like change course. So it's just both the forum and Heidelin have mentioned a promise, and both the forum and Heidelin have mentioned the ethereal sea, where we have pretty much concluded is when the forum started changing their ways or whatever. I still think, I no longer know if the moon theory I had is right. I mean, like, because Erinville says, oh, it seems like they're packing up to get ready to, like, move to Mericidia or something. I think they're moving to the moon still. I think but I don't know. So that's, I got that cooking in the background. That's on the back burner. Oh, I did have a question that I actually do want answered. It's just like, it's so scary to Google anything, you know, when you're still in the middle of a game. Do we know, is there like an established lifespan of all of these races? Is it still kind of like a normal lifespan for all of them? Or do different species, like in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda, right? Like the Hylians have like a normal like human lifespan, but like the Zoras live hundreds of years, so it's very different. We only have clues from other games. Okay. Is there any way to know? They never established anything in 14. Damn. Cause it's like, that was 270 years ago, right? And I'm like, okay, were any of them actually there? Like, do Elizans live a very long time and maybe Alfie and Alice's dad was actually there? Vera live for centuries in Ivalice games. Well, you've already said that Ivalician lore is canon to 14. So that would insinuate that Vieiras in this game also live centuries, right? I was thinking specifically Elizans, though. I was curious if Elizans have an established lifespan. You would think. I mean, not to say it's only Elizans on the forum, but I was thinking about Fortunos specifically, because then there's also the whole thing with their mom and saying how like after they were born is when he like really got serious about his work, because obviously he knows some fucked up shit and he's like, oh god, I got kids now. Haven't revealed to your knowledge. Okay. Well, it was just, I was just more like a curiosity. Obviously, we're talking a couple centuries at this point, so it's just some sort of like, you know, it's just some doctrine that's passed down to new forum members, I guess. Like an Area 51 type thing. I don't know. Okay, I was just curious about that. What else is on here? My train of thought, because what I originally wrote down, I originally wrote promise between Heidelin and the forum. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna read this for a week. So maybe for my own, cause like I'm gonna read it and go, what the fuck did past kibbers mean by this? So I put bullet points under it. I put bullet point 1, Mother talks about a promise on the ship. Forum guy tells Aaron they made a promise. Forum changed after going to ethereal sea. Mother ferries souls to the sea. Like those were my cliff notes for future kibbers, so she would remember what my train of thought was. Okay. All I remember is that Elysian is the prominent race in Eorzea according to lore, hence why they are the most NPCs. I was wondering why there were so gosh dang many of them. And it seems like they're everywhere. Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like him actually physically being there or not is really not that important. It was more just a curiosity, like, is there a possibility he was actually one of the people that was there? All right, this next one is like, I'm scared, you guys. I don't want anything else to happen to Graha. Okay, he's been through enough. He deserves his live, laugh, love moment. Okay, but it occurred to me, with Fandaniel being Amon being Allegan, and Graha having Allegan royal ties in his blood, I'm worried Fandaniel gonna come for him. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't been mentioned yet. I guess we kind of got the Amon reveal decently recently. But I'm worried that Fandaniel's gonna set his eyes on Graha for some kind of bullshit, some kind of Allegan technology that they're gonna use to destroy, I don't know. The Heavensward stuff with the Dragon Song War makes me think that Elysian's oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, because if they lived super long, then I feel like the story of that wouldn't have gotten so convoluted over the years. Yeah, no, Dragon's definitely old as fuck. Speaking of, what is Tiamat up to? Don't answer that, but like, did she just go back to Azys Law after that? Is she heading to Mericidia? Where'd Tiamat go after we finished that duty? She fucking murdered her ghost husband and was like out. Anyway, I'm worried about Graha. I'm worried. I don't want Fandaniel going near him. She flew directly into the future expansion. Yeah, she doing something. She's having her live, laugh, love moment. Okay. Wherever she is, I hope she's doing well. She fucking deserves it. I mean, Graha suffered for a couple hundred years, right? But Tiamat, oh, girl. I'm surprised she's not burning down countrysides right now. I'd be pissed. That's what I'd be doing. Okay, let's see. Lifespan of different races. Okay. So I think I might have mentioned it I think I said the words. Sometimes when I watch my VODs, I'll hear myself in the VOD say sentences and I have no memory of saying these things. It's kind of bizarre. It's kind of a weird, I don't know. But I think I lightly talked about this last week, but didn't like absorb my own words, because we were talking about like the convocation members and like this whole thing with Amon. It's like, okay, well now anyone could maybe be a convocation member, and I gave my whole Xenos theory, and then I was talking about like what convocation members we haven't met yet. First off, I don't even know if Hythlodaeus was a convocation member, but from the information that the game has given me so far, okay, emphasis on that, it seems like everyone in the ancients, all the ancients had Greek names. And if your name wasn't Greek, that was like your title, which is why I'm thinking Hythlodaeus was also a title. I don't know if that's his actual name or his position. And I don't think it's been said, but it did suddenly occur to me like, oh, well, that's a convocation member we know of and we don't know where their soul piece is. So would you like me to confirm? Is it gonna be confirmed for me though? Are they going to flat out tell me in Endwalker? Because if the game's gonna tell me, then I'd rather just wait. I don't think this is one of those situations where like information just went over my head, like the whole Asm crystal thing. I think it's just, they're just being unclear at the moment. And if it's intentionally unclear, I would like to keep it that way. But the main thing I wanted to talk about is that we don't know, and he feels like a prominent enough character right now that there has to be somebody that has his soul piece. I think they'll tell you, but if you're still confused about it, just ask later. Okay. Anyway, my whole point is now it got me thinking, Xenos better not be the one with Hythlodaeus, because I'll be so upset. It kind of feels like, I mean, I don't know for sure, because I guess Amon's the only one we've met so far where we know what their well, I guess I don't even really know what Fandaniel is like. I only know him as I don't know, it's confusing because like, especially with Fandaniel / Amon, like, do they have the same personality as, don't answer this, of course. Like, you would think if it's a piece of their soul that they would act similar. Like Ardbert and I are quite similar, you know? So it would make sense that we share a soul. So like for me, basically what I'm trying to get to is Xenos can't be Hythlodaeus because Hythlodaeus seems like a sweetheart and Xenos is just the worst. He's not the worst, but he definitely doesn't give me Hyth vibes. I don't know. I mean, Graha's a cutie pie. Maybe he's Hythlodaeus. That'd be crazy. I don't know. It was just another thing I was thinking about. What else do I have on here? I think I have one more. Well, this was actually from last week's. And again, it's another one of those things where you can't really answer this, and I don't want answers. I'm just talking out loud for y'all, like the things that I think about during the week. And it's about Asm, because I know, well, Asm is us, right? And I know at some point, oh, hold on. You already know, I don't think there's a fixed amount of souls floating around. People inherit traits, not necessarily that they are the exact same person, all opinions. I guess I'd have to wait and see what, like, if we do end up seeing convocation members and then seeing like where their soul went in the present, just kind of comparing the two. I don't know how you know. I don't know. But anyway, I was just kind of thinking, like, I feel like Hythlodaeus is a prominent enough character that at some point they're gonna do a reveal like they did with Fandaniel / Amon. I'm just waiting for more reveals like that Amon one, where it's like, you thought Amon being Fandaniel was a shocker. Guess who this guy over here is? Like, I'm just like waiting for more of those now. They kind of opened the box on that by doing that. It's like, well, now anyone could be any of them, you know? And I guess I'm just waiting for another reveal like that because that was really cool and I want more of that, please. So I'm kind of making them up in my head while I wait for the game to do it for me. Anyway, back to Asm. Again, this is just me telling you my inner thoughts, not expecting answers of any kind, but like, obviously I know at some point, we've discussed it, we've confirmed it, I'm gonna be seeing some of these dudes, like Emmett and them from like before the final days, right? And I'm just curious how they're going to deal with the Asm part of it. I feel like they can't give Asm an established character the way they could like Hyth or Emmett, because Asm is supposed to be us, the player, right? And I feel like giving Asm a personality or a face or even a gender, I feel like that would break immersion, you know? Like, that no longer is me, that's a character in this game, you know? And it kind of makes me sad because I want to know more about Azam. You've asked the wrong question. Don't give me the Emmett gun emote. It's like, I want to know more about Azam, but not if it's going to ruin what Azam is, if that makes sense. Azam, like, being us, the player. Like, you can't say this character represents the entire player base and then give them perhaps a personality, or like I said, even a gender that does not match all players. Like, that's impossible. I don't know. I want to see more Azam, but like, I don't think they can give Azam a fleshed out character the way I know they're going. Like, I know, you know, pink hair boy coming. I don't know. I'm really conflicted about that one. The whole point of this conversation is to just say, I'm curious to see how they're going to handle the Azam stuff, because it's really fucking cool, and I'm really curious. I want more, but not at the expense of ruining the story. I don't know. Anyway, those were my thoughts during the week. Thank you for well, it's significantly shorter. Last week, I think it was like an hour and a half before we got anything done. But, so, going into today, we did Tower of Zot. The talismans are being passed out to the alliances, and we were kind of getting a plan together of what to do with the talismans. We could go around and take out. You got a ways until the next dungeon. I figured. That's okay. I'm here for more than just that. I'm here for all of it. Yeah, so we're trying to figure out what to do with all these talismans now. There is the one decision of, well, now we can just all split up and take out all the rest of the towers in the world, right? And Ishtola's like, or we could just go straight to fucking Garlemald and just, like, you know, tear it out root and stem. Like if we go handle that just handles all the towers too, you know? So her and Oriange, and I don't recall if anyone else, probably
I don't like your plan. It sucks.
It's not my plan. I don't know if Alfie went as well, but being the little diplomat that he is, probably. So they're going to the alliances now to see what they want to do. And then oh no, Alfie was with us last night with the burger time. So no, he didn't go. I think Ishtola and Uri, the only established ones. So now we're just waiting to hear an answer. And also, if we do go with Ishtola's plan of just go straight there, Xenos and Fandaniel are already aware, because Fandaniel was like, well, if they just continue to take out towers, like, that's no big deal. But if they decide to come straight here, that might be a problem. And Xenos was like, I know my champion. I know what she'll do. So now they basically already know that we're probably coming straight to them. Xenos lives in Garlemald, and he's just weird. He is a little weird. He's a little weird. By the way, guys, this whole time we've been talking, has anyone else had like a weird, like I don't know, like a weird chill down their neck? Anyone else? Like almost as if someone is what? Oh fuck. Oh shit, you guys. Oh dear. Oh god, he found me. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. He made it through the rift. Oh Jesus, he's after me. Get him away. Ah, how did you find me? Oh my god. Anyway, sorry. I had that bit planned all morning. Yes, of course I bought the shoe bill. You think I wouldn't have bought the shoe bill? You know what they say. Keep your friends close and your slightly evil prehistoric dinosaurs even closer. So he's here today. I'm keeping an eye on him. He's so... It's so creepy because if you keep looking at him every now and then, he'll just like look at you and then look away. He's certainly... Oh, Jesus. It jump scares me every time. Anyway, are we ready to... Let's start the game, shall we? So I think Kryl should have word for us about what's going on. If only it made actual shoe bill sounds. I don't even know what a shoe bill sounds like. Also, hi, Future. Well, now I want to know. Hold on. Sounds like terrifying. Oh God. Do I really want to do this? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if YouTube has something. Sound of a shoe bill. Okay, hold on. That's the wrong button. What is this? Come on, buddy. He won't talk. They're freaking massive though. Holy shit. He's just staring at a piece of grass. That ambient noise is the noise a shoe bill makes. He's literally not saying anything. This video is almost over. Oh. Guys, that's it. That's the sound of the final days. That's what they heard. Oh God, hold on. Is there another video that maybe doesn't take quite as long? No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm glad the one I have does not make sound. Oh God. There it is. Awful. I'm glad that he's not the same size as an actual shoe bill too, because he might actually be taller than Naswada. And oh God. Oh, he's just there. He's just here now. This is fine. 525. We're on level 82 quests already. Oh. Okay. There you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope. I was about to make my way. Can you make a decision over there, please? Oh, I'm sorry. What is happening? I was about to make my way to the studium as it happens. I'm sorry. It's so distracting. I wanted to try and speak with Scalaric oh yeah, the old man. Louis Swaz's friend, and thank him for coming to our rescue in the rostra. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing. I can't hear. Only to find that we'd already departed for Thavnair. Knowing him... Oh, Judge, I just muted... I'm sorry, here, I'll play it for you. I just muted system. Here. There you go. If I mute the game, like with my interface, it mutes all my sound alerts too. It was that person. Yeah, I'm very aware you're here. Thank you. You still here? You sure are. Anyway, I'm sorry. Like, no hate to them. I have a problem with noise and I get very distracted by it very easily. I think they left. They left. Okay. Okay, moving on. Okay, so Louis Swaz's old man friend that defended us at the forum. I saw him too, Judge. I saw him. He came by to see us. came to see us following the hearing, only to find that we'd already departed for Thavnair. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud. Chew the cud? What does that mean? Like shoot the shit? Chew the cud with his former students. Now I gotta know. I gotta know. Talk their ear off? Like, what does that mean? Judge, you're an old man. What does that mean? Kidding. Oh, it's a British term. Shoot the shit. That's what I was thinking. Think or talk reflectively. Okay, further chew partly digested food. I don't think that's what it meant. All right. So this is just like a British thing. Got it. Okay. Since we're still waiting for Ishtola and the others, I thought now the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Sure. Maybe I can hear how his voice is, or his name's pronounced again. Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. Oh, he's studying. I'll let you rally the troops while I go on ahead to Phenomenon. Okay? You got it. Oh, hi, buddy. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the You're not coming with us again? That might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them we will not be long. Studying or shooting lasers? Studying how to shoot lasers, I imagine. Why do we keep leaving him behind? They know he's the best character here. Unlike some of the Scions, I am not an alumni of the Studium. As such, I have no acquaintances that I am obliged to visit. And while I would love nothing more than to pore over the many great tomes of Phenomenon, I fear my presence there would stir up more unwanted trouble. So, for now, I will be patient. Much as it pains me, it pains me too, buddy. It pains me too. I'm gonna miss you. I'll be back soon, I promise. Okay, where am I going? Speak with Alice. Speak with Alice where? Outside? Not surprised it's nighttime right now instead of the beautiful, gorgeous. Oh, oh! Oh, look at him! He's got his little. Oh. Can I? Oh, if only I were shorter, I could get a better angle. It's the only time you'll ever hear me say that, by the way. Look at my little man go. I'm gonna break his concentration for a second. Could G-pose? That's, yeah, I guess I could. If Father can master these fiendish contraptions and so... Here, let me join you because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing either. Wait, no, this is perfect. Okay, yeah, we gotta G-pose that. Can I G-pose with my weapons out like that? No, I want to be in a battle stance. I don't want to be... Oh, maybe if I... Can I turn that off? Maybe change pose. C pose? What is C pose? Ah, thank you. Okay. Alfie and I, why can't it be daytime? No, don't look at me. Look at the thing. Here, look here. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're not gonna be fancy with the lighting or nothing. These goddamn bushes. Can I just have a beautiful moment with my son, please? Of us beating the shit out of this wooden practice dummy. Oh my god, with the shoe bill in the back. Look at him feasting on the innocents. What a horrifying creature. See if I can get an angle. There we go. There we go. Oh, hold on. I gotta get that slight angle Judge told me. Whoop! That's a bit too much. Which way should I go with it? Maybe slightly... This way? I don't know. Listen. We're practicing together because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing either. Typical gamer not wanting to touch grass. I wish this were Zelda and I could just cut it down and get rid of it. Wouldn't judge. Come on. Oh, with fucking. No, I want Alisei in it, but I don't want the goddamn bushes in it. Look at it. I'm looking at it, Judge. I know. Okay, I know. There we go. Oh, look at this little family moment. Meanwhile, I know the fucking shoe bill's right behind me. Uh-huh, yeah. Acting like, oh, he's stuck in that animation. That's what's happening. Do that. Really get that butt plug like right up in the foreground. There we go. Okay. All right. All right, but I do like having my little idol. So let me do that back. Okay, all right. Moving on. What's Alfie have to say? Oh, we already talked to him, of course. Alisei. Oh. Heading out for a stroll. Yeah, in the middle of the night, as always. The Scholark himself was here. In that case, what are we waiting for? Is the game loud enough, by the way? It's fine. I too am eager to see him, though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alphino of all people worrying over his reputation, and at our alma mater no less. Will wonders never cease? You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. Oh, I'm so glad I got that picture before I talked to her. Let's go, you little creature. Come on. Come on, don't stray too far. Let's go. That's right, that's right. Flap them wings. I feel like I need a rear view mirror. I'm gonna turn around at one point. He's gotta have a fucking Tonberry knife in his beak. You know that whole thing about like, oh, you get like $1 billion, but there's always a snail in the world coming for you. How do you prevent the snail from killing you? This is how I feel. Just be like, God, he feels like he's getting closer. This is me running from my assassin at all times. This is the music that plays in the Reaper Guild home. Here it is, Phenomenon. While I expect you made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? Is this where I saw the singular male Viera? Because yes, I've been here. While most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums, it also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth. What are you sending me, Judge? What is this? Why is that so specific? Get him out of here. As the center of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomenon, hence the name. Though with ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope... Oh, by the way, I did rewatch that scene where Nidana is talking about Akasha. I'm still barely... I know, I can tell that it's gonna be important later, but I'm still like not quite grasping it. At this point, to me, it just sounds like, oh God, what is it? Adrenaline. The way she was explaining it, particularly about us being on the, it just sounds like whatever adrenaline is, like that's what it is. Saram, hello, welcome in. Being fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life and even the universe itself. And then in the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, Phenomenon was decreed complete and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. 432nd year of the 6th astral era. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority in etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields, standing proud as, okay, Charlian's foremost educational institute. Aw, she stole his thunder. What a good little sister. You always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. They look so good. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same foppish speech, such as his undying love for his old stamping ground. I would have said stomping ground. He was in top form back then, youngest to enter the studium, graduated with highest honors in magical arts. You fucking little nerd. Etherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. And he also he learned how to draw to attract ladies, didn't he? Wasn't that a plot point in Heavensward? Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious students. Stuff him in a freaking locker, Saram! No! Leave him alone. Alice would be the one to do it, though. She absolutely was the one stuffing him in the locker. Nice of you to say. She 100% would. Absolutely. Alphino actually entered half a year before me, nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors, and I'm certainly not the studium's most notorious master debater. What were you good at? In all respects, have I ever been in his shadow? If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphino Livier began. She's gassing him up though, so like... We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully, we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphino. With a bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. My gosh. Only in Charlian would the popular kids be smart kids. There's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scholark Monteshane. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. Ooh, I call the singular male Vieira that's in this building. Finally get him to talk to me. Okay, let's go. Excitable student. Oh, script exchanges here. Interesting. That was Alphino Livier, wasn't it? The Alphino Livier? Yeah, I'm his mother. Nice to meet you. And he's with his sister and Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This could only mean one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word. I'll get right on that. Oh, sorry. You said you're looking for the Scholark, yes? Knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Alipo should have a better... Alipo? Isn't that Chloe's last name? What? Alipo. Well, I guess if she's a Makote, because there's like a bajillion Tias running around, but they aren't all related, I imagine. Oh, you. Hi. Are you lost? Wandering off the street? Excuse me, what makes you think I'm not a student here? What the fuck? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Too tall! Whatever. I saw at least one femra when we walked in here. Too tall to be a student. How is that even... In what universe does that make sense, Judge? If I'm tall, that means that my brain is bigger. There's more room to learn. She's just being rude. You're a trainee gleaner, fresh off guild ship. Oh, Judge. Don't you think it's a little early in the stream to be being mean to me? Come on, come on. At least, can we at least hit like the 1 hour mark? Can you go 1 hour without insulting me? Saram, you too. You just got here. Oh my god. What am I gonna do with all of you? How silly of me. An orientation is in order. Ahem. Allow me to bid you a warm... She's wearing... There's just too much yellow going on with this character. It's hurting my eyes. I'll be nice today because my fave dungeon is coming up. That's right, I have the power. Well, maybe we'll get to it today. We'll see. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studio? I have a test? She's kind of cosplaying a mustard bottle. She looked like a damn chocobo. That's right, books. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal in here at Searchers Meet. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Is this like my crystalline mean? It's feeling like it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Eye of Paisa this, tongue of Giganto that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end. Just possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish, this being a school of magic and all. Where is Curious George? Because we found the woman in the yellow! Oh my god! What a fucking callback! Well done. What is he up to, I wonder? As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. The only thing I'm interested in gleaning is information on the Scholark's whereabouts. I've tracked down many miscellaneous knickknacks in my time, but I'm no gleaner. So what you're telling me is you're not a gleaner? Yeah, by this, what gave it away when I said I'm no gleaner? Are you sure you should be in this building? That's exactly what you said, isn't it? You're looking for a Scholark. I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock. But I can... Excuse me. Implying you have other humans in stock, just not Scholarks? Oh, you mean him. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Go back the way you came in and you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curios. Not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. In time it's taken me to tell you all this, the Scholark has probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it. Wow, thanks for nothing, Pikachu. Okay. We're gonna go this way. I thought that Lalafell was a mini Emmet for a second, and I got scared. Hi, Cryo. There he is. Still won't speak to me. Cryo, what's up? Unsurprisingly, the Scholark is not in his office. I did, however, speak with one student who saw him not long ago, so he can't have gone far. Yeah? Aha! Hello. Yes, the Scholark was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. Oh, now he's looking at me. It's just like, he's looking directly. Oh my god, that's a really long. Okay, now he's back to staring at me. He's like, you better read that line correctly, bitch. Like, he's like judging me as I. Anyway, this might have been a mistake today, you guys. I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. When we parted ways, he went down the corridor. Perhaps to one of the auditoriums? Okay. Back to the other side, I guess. Alice, how's your search going? Look at her cute little haircut! Or I guess hairstyle. What? Look at this cute little potato. Aww. I feel like that's the first time I've seen that hairstyle. Right? Yeah, Momodi has space buns. She doesn't have... Evil Judge, please. She doesn't even have a name or dialogue. You can't make these assumptions. What? Hold on a second. What's going on over here? It's Alphino himself in the flesh. Oh my god. This guy is so excited. Yeah! Amazing. Oh, hold on. We'll get back to that in a moment. Shubo don't even fucking care. Look at him. He don't care at all. Oh my god. This is so funny. Things were bad enough during our school days, and Alphino's time abroad has only heightened his fame. Or should that be infamy? He had his rivals and detractors, of course, though most of them gave that up after his adoring fans set upon them like ravenous dogs. I want to start a private military too someday, yeah. Honestly, this is kind of giving context. No wonder he was so confident that he could pull off something like that. You got an entire island gassing him up. He went from like, you know, that the like small town boy hits the big city and, you know, like becomes like little fish in big pond, but he's still got the it's all making sense now. Alphino, on the other hand, never paid them much notice. They were simply beneath him. Oh, let's go see what he thinks now. Okay, he doesn't seem comfortable with it. He's humble. He's humble. Possibly. Let's see what he has to say. I assure you, I'll tell you all about it after my business with the Scholark has concluded. A Scholark? Tell me, my good fellow, does this have something to do with saving the world from catastrophe? Might we turn our attention to Master Livier's graduation thesis? I too have my doubts regarding our policy of non-intervention. Is it true that your experiences overseas are the reason you have incurred the ire of the Forum? Oh, what I wouldn't give to see you butt heads with those old codgers. Wow. Surprised someone is it, and now you're studying the ancient ways of the sage? This is so funny. Okay. The auditorium. Is this not where Pikachu was? Ma'am! Oh, other side. Hold up. In here? There he is! You move really fast for an old man, I have to tell you. Like, my god. It's those long legs, I guess. I know the feeling. I too am tall, as you can see. Found you.
Ah, I remember you.
I pray we have not called you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
And yet, didn't they say that when it came to voting on whether to help Eorzea or not, it was a unanimous decision? Meaning, while he did help us during our little forum thing, he still thinks that helping like, whatever this promise is like, fucking huge.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren
Aww.
of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you.
We were eating burgers, sorry.
I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye.
Oh. This is our new grandfather.
You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
Little does he know, I am also an unruly youngling. Oh, the little wink. What a cute old man. He's gonna pass away, isn't he?
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Probably nothing.
Nothing, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy.
That's right, that one guy in the Forum. He literally looked like he was choking. Like there's like actually some sort of spell or something cast on them. Like he literally wanted to chew us out and was like physically stopped. We could have used that advice in Heaven's Word, right? Where the hell were you?
Or rather, I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you if I tried.
Here we go.
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
Are you not the Forum?
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Is it lore time? Is there gonna be like a giant like space thing in the center of the room? We're gonna be pointing at shit like with Emmett? Cause I missed that. Nope, we just sit at a table. Nap time! Ooh. Okay, sure.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Oh no. Soul, memory. Give me some options to work with. Is it magic? I mean, I guess ether is how we do stuff that would seem magical. Corporeal? I don't want to look dumb in front of my new grandpa. I don't know.
Yes. Very good.
I did it. Yeah, I was one of those people in school where, God, there are so many times where I knew the answer to a question, but didn't raise my hand to answer because I was so, like, you know, I just like self-doubted. And then the answer would end up being, and I'd just be like, damn it, I wish I'd raised my hand. That was me all the time in school. I just was not confident that I was right. And we'd have all these like awkward, quiet moments where no one's, I'm sure there were plenty of other people who were doing the same exact thing as me, but always that regret of, if I just raised my hand, I had the right answer. Pass the pop quiz, I did it. Okay, corporeal ether.
This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux.
So what, calories? that what he means? Ether is soul, mind, and calories. Got it. Star stuff. Okay, I see, Judge. I was still gonna say calories.
The ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked.
Corporeal ether is physical matter. Yeah, no, when I was reading through the answers, that's why I clicked that one, because I was like, well, I know there's like a physical one as well, so corporeal is probably what he's going for here. Ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. That makes sense. Same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically... Yes, I played Shadowbringers. Thank you. Patches, I should say, because that's where they talked about it. Sir, you can just write.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
Uh-huh. Welcome to the what?
Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
Hold on. What would happen if the paper was doused in ink? Well, it would seem like the memory isn't there anymore, but technically it is. It's just being drowned out by a bunch of other stuff. Uh-oh. Like, it's not actually erased. It's just, you can't see it.
It
Right?
would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well.
I still feel like it's technically there, though.
In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The Calamity! God, that's literally the first conversation in this game. Well, once you get off the ship.
The seventh
Yeah.
Calamity.
Realm Reborn matters. You were, I know you were there, Judge. You're an anomaly.
The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm.
Right.
But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
The way they're retconning this is just so good.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act.
This feels very fourth wall. Oh my gosh. Yeah, who knows if it was deliberate.
The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace.
Uh-huh.
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty.
Perhaps this is a dumb thought. I don't know. Well, in that sense, like, they didn't... I guess I'm not understanding. He said they altered it, so it's not like the memory is erased. It's still there. They just don't have access to it. Because that to me kind of sounds like what we've been doing with, like, untempering people. Like, their thoughts are there, it's just their mind is being so consumed by the primal that they're being stuffed away. Similar, yeah, right? Okay, so I'm not crazy. So we just gotta go get Angelo, you know, kidnap a forum member, and fucking alter it ourselves. Good cooking. Thank you, Saram. Thank you.
Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
Cryptic. The kidnap. I just want to kidnap someone in this game. Come on. You know we could get away with it. You know we could do it. Just give.
Purified. The blots upon our souls washed clean.
What's a fantasy game if you don't kidnap someone at some point? Like, that's gotta be a plot point eventually. Let me kidnap somebody. They kidnapped us. Cryo got kidnapped. Why can't I be the one doing the napping? There we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. Okay. See, it's still technically there.
And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
Okay.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form.
Well, I don't know about the soul being whole in some instances, but...
Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
I am fucking shocked. What? Why is Naswada
Well, I think
so...
that's enough education for today. Now that I've given
Am I
you
missing
some
something?
food for thought, or rather, an entire banquet.
Naswada looks like she's having an epiphany. Should I be having an epiphany right now? Today, now I've given you some food for thought. Yeah, let me just stuff that in my brain with the Akasha stuff I still haven't figured out and every other piece of information this game is forcing on me. Oh my goodness.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Can you go tell Pikachu that? Because she was being kind of rude to me.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo.
Ugh.
She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits.
Okay, I have to imagine she's our new Catless then.
They may take you.
Right? Okay, buddy. Alright. Let's calm down a little bit. It's a lot of laughing for someone who's gonna get kidnapped soon. Akasha is like dark energy in the universe. It's there, we can't see or measure it, but we can feel its effects. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I was rewatching that scene from last week. And it like, it's, again, it's one of those situations where like, not dark in the sense of, no. I wouldn't think that either, just invisible, yeah. Yeah, she was trying to like give example like, oh, when you're on the battlefield and you have a sudden sense of strength that like, that shouldn't be there. Or stuff like that. I know it's important. I know it's gonna end up being important, especially because they talked about it with that damn flower. That's why I'm trying so hard to make sure I'm like kind of grasping what's going on. You have been granted the run of Phenomenon. If you are game, That's the second time they've said that. That just seems out of place for this type of game. If you're a game, Ki Alipo would put your artisanry to good use. Okay, yep. I see what that is. Oh, sir, you could. Alright. I guess we can... I mean, if that is just like my crystalline mean stuff, I might as well just save that for later. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the Forum's true motives, and the mysteries of life itself for good measure. Time to divert to crafting and gathering instead of MSQ. Ugh. I am ready to start getting back into crafting. I stopped for a little bit after hitting 80 on everything. I was like, I need a break. But if we're gonna have access to stuff that can give me a lot of EXP again to help with leveling, then yeah, I'm ready. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted than before. Feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the Annex. Perhaps on the way, you could better acquaint yourself with Ki Alipo, as the Scholark suggested, while I share our findings with Raha. Why can't I share the findings with Raha? Why is it always gotta be you? Why do I gotta talk to Pikachu? I don't think I'm already anxious at the number. I don't like having a bunch of quests here. So I think I'm gonna hold off. Yeah, I gotta be on a crafter anyway. Which I could easily do, but not right now. What do I even have? Yeah, 2 of these are Boja, and this one I was doing the, where is it? The Ether Currents for Labyrinthos. And one of them is clearly leading to a beast tribe, I think, with the little gnome guy. So I picked up his yellow quest because he was like just in the middle of a field. And I was like, I'm not gonna remember. So I grabbed this while I was over there. And this is all I've gotten so far. This is it. I feel like I should have more over here, but I don't. So. Just leave them hidden. I guess I could hide them. It's just I don't normally have a lot of quests unlocked anyway. I try to keep it pretty cleaned up, although I think we went through a lot of Shadowbringers with my with my fishing quest hanging out up here. I just feel like if I hide it, I'm gonna forget about it. Where am I going? That way. I know I can teleport, I don't care. We're walking around. It's snowing a lot today. Oh, I guess in here. Yep. There's the boy. Oh, Estinian's here. Oh, look at them having a bro moment. Having spent most of the time in Thavnair, I've yet to fully grasp the lie of the land, here in Sharlayan. Even finding my way to the Annex proved a challenge. Estinian returned not long after we departed for the Studium. A shame that he missed the chance to attend our lecture with the Scholark, or perhaps, I don't think he would have been into that. Zero, hello! How's the Feels Walker today? Not feelsin' yet, but I'm sure we're getting there. We just got back from class. There was a test, I was scared. Okay, Alisei, what do you have to say? You better not let your guard down around Ki. One small favor becomes another, then another, and before you know it, you'll be running to the other side of the world in search of a bottle of wine or some other rubbish. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Then again, it might make for a welcome change of pace from your usual heroics, and as the Scholark said, it could also lead to interesting discoveries. Yes, I know, I'm gonna get back to crafting, I swear. Seems I've done an adequate job of relaying Scholark. They never said his name in the cutscene, so we're still saying Monty. Lecture to Raha. Given his experiences in the field of souls and memories, he had no trouble understanding this because he's a good boy. He's a good, smart boy. So proud of him. Hi. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studium proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. Okay. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea, the Eastern Alliance, together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa Lominsa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits us in Vilbrand. Back to Limsa. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Estinian? Come, hired mercenary, carry these boxes for me. We're just all staring at them. Whew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain though. Vitra and the alchemists of the great work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the forum's watchful gaze, I have little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers... Foreign? I mean, I guess they're not in the Alliance, but like, come on. You can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya. Okay, so Master Matoya is doing something with the sea stuff. Perfect. And our other allies. They like kind of mentioned it, but I didn't feel like they ever really confirmed, like, yeah, we're gonna talk to her about checking that out for us. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. To Limsa Lominsa. I don't think the tide's... See, we've had too many good moments lately. Okay, we had that cute moment with Alfie and Alice's mom. We had our burger time. Vitra telling us to keep our friends close and don't let any more of them die. I'm scared. You guys, very scared. Too many happy moments lately. They're really trying to butter me up right now. It's okay. Everything with Besiesia yesterday reminded me what kind of game this is. I'm just gonna leave them be. Let's go to Limsa. Just gonna leave that alone. Get the fuck out of here. Think of the Charlian as the British. Even though their island is not far away and they have a presence everywhere, they act superior and like the world revolves around them. Okay. I mean, they got the food thing on point, that's for sure. Oh, wait, should I... 74. I kind of want to wait till I get to 100. I think there were still some things that were 100 that I wanted to get. Never mind. I was gonna stop by there real quick. The command room. So we're staying on the lower level, yes? Let's get away from just all of that loading in. Ah, I was told to expect you. As you may or may not be aware, the Admiral is at present entertaining the Elder Seedseer and the Sultana. Ooh. 3 of the most powerful women in the world in one room. Do you need a moment to prepare, or shall I show you to them? Why isn't Lise there? What's she up to? I mean, I know she wasn't part of the original 3 Alliance, but come on. My apologies for calling you away from Charlian at such short notice. Yeah, especially if we're getting ready to go on the offensive against Garlemald, you would think that least of all people would be there because Garabanya is the closest to Garlemald in this alliance. A voice actor not on call. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. Well, it's not like this is even being voice acted. It was only right that this discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers. Excuse me. And it is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. It's not reassuring because Xenos and Fandaniel already are like, yeah, they're probably coming for us next. So it's not like it's gonna be a surprise attack. Because it doesn't need to be a surprise. I don't know. I'm nervous. Might I ask what your plan entails? It hinges entirely on the warding scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlian, the allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of Kobold, Sahagin, Ixal, and Ananta have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. Not the Emulsia? I mean, there's a couple beast tribes missing from there, but... Huh. But your triumph in Razat Han has given us cause to hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace, and it is you, the scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. Oh. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Talafaroi at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be the Ilsobard contingent. Isobard. To think such progress has been made in so short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered, right? Robbed of their free will, they serve the Talafaroi's every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, because it is the right thing to do. I wonder if we're gonna see Gaius again soon, now that we're heading to Isobard. Isobard. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. Yeah, they're the Fire Nation. Like, it's fine. I ask only that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. Aye, on that we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Urianger observed in the capital. And Gaius. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we'd failed to make any headway, though the same could be said of the Talafaroi. They're certainly in no rush to press further into our lands. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'd wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Stola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on her observations inside the Tower of Zot, the spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. Right. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. Yes, that whole thing with the arm. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for. Oh, we don't know where the extra went. But we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. Wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the larger spire in the capital. Makes sense. There's logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good. Yeah, Stinian, please. Please, I need some pessimism here. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Isobard contingent. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? I got bingo that night. I don't think I can make it. I'm sorry. Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. Oh, the way the music just immediately went away. What the fuck? For honor and glory, for the people of Garlemald, for revenge against the Talaferoi. None of these are quite what I want to say. Like, I want to help the people of Garlemald, but like, ultimately we're trying to help Eorzea. I don't really want to talk about revenge, so I guess I'll just say honor and glory. Well, I'm not in it for glory. I'm just trying to fucking save the world here, you guys. I'll just say for Garlemald. For the people of Garlemald. Couldn't have put it better myself. I could have if you given me a few more options. Oh, the music. Ishtola, Thancred, and Oleanje have already pledged their support. Eee! And are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. The glory of mankind, Judge. You sure you haven't played Nier? Woo! They're hyping me up too much, you guys. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Okay, they were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warding scales to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Isobard. Rauban and Lord Emmerich are overseeing preparations. What's Lise up to? Y'all keep forgetting about her, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs, and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Talaferoi so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. You're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Judge, please. She's not as bad a character as people try to make her out to be. Now go, safe in the knowledge Eorzea will be as you left it. Or better, upon your return. The way the sun is like, or maybe it's setting actually. I don't know, the orange is nice because it was raining when we got here. Oh, no, it's nighttime. It was a very quick shift. Excuse me. Well, all right then. Let's go kick ass and take names. Ithildaeus suspect, maybe. A capital idea is the name of this quest. Judge, I swear to God, if you put a Tataru emote. There it is! I read you like a damn book, sir. Oh, Stormblood music. I was lurking in, I don't know if any of y'all know Lilia the Lancer. I was lurking in her stream today. She's in Stormblood. She's in, I don't remember the name of the patch, but she did the Tsukuyomi fight today. And it just felt so nostalgic and nice. It's like, aww. Where's my cat? There you are. Let's talk to him. I must quiz Thancred and Urianger on the conditions we can expect in Garlemald. I know it's cold, but how cold? Will I need to keep my ears covered? It can be a bit sensitive at times. We gotta get him some earmuffs, you guys. I can't let his ears be cold. We're going to war. Suyu, yeah, she was doing that part. I missed the scene where she and Asahi died, but I was there for most of it. I was there for Persimmon. She was like, I was watching the scene where Suyu murdered her parents, right? She like stabs them. And Lilia was like, yeah, I hope you do that to Asahi too. Just fucking stab him. And I was just like, crochet a little hat for the cat boy. I hope so. I hope he's got some winter gear. I'm gonna pass away. The Wanderers return. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. Raoban, hi! Oh, Raoban. You should be proud. Those warding scales of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Aymeric be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. Just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Isilbard contingent. The very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I have battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Emmeric's struggle mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Isilbard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again! Okay, who could this be? Meet again. I feel like if it was Lise, she'd say it's good to see you. Arnvald and Gorgonzola are in Gridania. Meet again. There he is! I was kind of worried. The way that the Wurlit trials ended, it almost felt like they were writing him out of the story. I was nervous, but I'm glad to see that's not the case. Much has occurred since we parted ways in Wurlit. From what I gather, the protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. He's not coming either? So you're not coming with us? Strange, I thought you'd have a stake in this, right? I do. The Talafaroi have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Oh right, I forgot about that. And plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the Isilbard contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Okay, all right, that makes sense, but I feel like they're... because we're obviously heading into some big battle, and it's gonna be... I imagine it's gonna be gruesome. But they're keeping a bunch of our heavy hitters behind. Otherwise, they would kind of be forced to kill someone off, I think. Like, the more... We can't send all these people and all of them come back safely, right? So instead, they're sending less people, so it may be like, okay, there were only 4 of them, so the chances of all... You know what I mean? If you send Emmerich and Raoban and Gaius and all of them, someone would have to, you know, and I feel like Gaius would probably be the one out of all of them. It would make the most sense. Politics moment, I know, but I forgot about that whole thing about him being blamed for Varys' death. It would look pretty bad. Countryman ample question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Kidnap Gaius and take Saram, finally you're on the same wavelength as me. I've been waiting for this moment. Just kidnap him and bring him anyway. What is our reasonings for this, Warrior of Light? I just want to spend more time with Gaius. I think the story needs more of him. I don't know. Whether I'm branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. Okay, we will deliver your people from harm in your stead. Aww. I doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot on Garlean soil. True. I understand. Wurlit is in your hands. I kind of want to say that one because I know it's only there because I did Wurlit, so it's like a special dialogue for me. But I like this one. I bought stock in some chloroform companies. I'm all in now. Like I need chloroform. I'll just pick them up and tuck them under my arm and just walk away. Nah, I'm gonna go with the one that's... I'm gonna go with the special one. Why not? But I did like the first one. And I will defend it to my dying breath after the sacrifices my sons and daughters made. I could do no less. I and the government of Warlit intend to offer refuge to those fleeing Garlemald. Should that time come, we will be ready. Okay. That was a good pick. I'm glad I went with that one. In light of Gaius's rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guy. This dude's dead. This dude is mega dead. Then again, I thought Arenvald was gonna die too, and that ended... Well, I mean, he got harmed. He didn't die. I may have defected for political reasons. My love for Garlemald endures. Aw, I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? It's this music. We might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. If I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you. All of you. An old acquaintance or two. Who could that be? Okay, Maxima. Oh, a gift. My new traveling companions. The other members of the Isilbar contingent are gathered in the royal palace. Maybe it is Gorgonzola. I don't know if I would consider her a companion, but I shall inform them of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you are ready. I would want to say Monago, but she's part of the custom deliveries thing, so I don't know how they could justify putting her in the story, but like she still has to be in Roger's Reach for that. You have anything new to say, Graha? So that's Gaius Baelsar, the horrors he must have seen, many of his own making, I do not doubt. Oh, let's talk to Gaius here. Regardless of how my countrymen receive you, the cold will not treat you kindly. Underestimate it at your peril. Okay. Ah, the remaining members of the Scions, your friends and most of the Isilbar contingent await you within. Would you like me to see you through? Yes, but after I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Gave you a coat. I don't think I have that one anymore, but I'll see. I think I have some warmer stuff. I'll see what I have. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Bring it. Listen. We talked about this before. Nasana's so tall. She's very warm-blooded, okay? She don't get cold easily. She'll be fine. You didn't listen, Judge, please.
By the 12.
What? What are we looking at? That's a lot of people. Oh, there's Lise. Pippin!
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we hadn't started without you.
Oh, excuse me. Friends, my friends! Oh my god, guys. People are about to die, aren't they? It's fine. No, we have... Oh, thank you, Sarem. No, I will not give in to despair. We have a plan. Okay, surely we will be victorious, right? Right, guys? This expansion is called Victory Walker, after all. He who doth dialogue thine skippeth. Leave Uri alone, come on.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose.
I mean, we succeeded in Cartano, right? We can succeed
We fight
again.
not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilzabard contingent.
It's Stefan's here, and what was I calling him? Oh my god, was this the one I called Emmett? It's a happy weeb game with no complex or deep emotion. Surely we're safe. We're safe. Thaumaturge Guild potatoes. I thought that was them. Your bros. I've done the Thaumaturge quest line. I remember them. I don't know if I recognize this guy. I don't. Oh wait, no, he's the pompous dude. I mean, obviously from the Bard quest. Wait, are they all from? Hold on. Is it only gonna be people from jobs that I've unlocked? Cause that's the scholar guy, right? Or would they all be here no matter what? Good all the what? Judge, what are you talking about? Oh, cause you can't see their faces. Is it only from jobs I've unlocked, or would everyone be here no matter what? They don't. Yeah, no, I got the joke, Judge. I got it. I remember him. He's kind of a pompous dude. I don't know who this is. Are you Curious George's brother? It's been so long. There's Lise. This is the white mage boy. Oh wait, no, because I have an unlocked conjurer on this account. So he wouldn't have been here. Okay, never mind. Only have 2 jobs, and I think they were all still there. You like 2 jobs, Saram? You've only unlocked 2? I know you're a black mage enthusiast, but I thought for sure this was after, you know, deliberate trying of all jobs. 2.7, what does that mean? How'd you come to 0.7 in your math? It's cool to see Stefan here. I liked him a lot. Okay, I think that's about everyone. Yeah, you're the scholar dude. I don't know if I recognize this one. You think I'd recognize the hair color? Red mage is only level 74. I see.
Indeed, which is why
Lucia!
I'm glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Peter is only a mage, apparently so. Black mage, white mage, red mage. Blue hair is pirate boy? Sicard. I don't... What job... Because they all seem to be from the different job quests. What job quest is that? I don't recognize that one. You guys have to understand, at the start of this game, I tried so many different jobs before I figured out what I liked. Oh, the one that dueled more. Oh my god. That wasn't even that long ago and I already forgot him. I'm so embarrassed. Thank you, Future. Lucia. Ah! Hi. Oh, please don't die today. No, I really like you. No, 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 no.
I've come at the behest of Lord Emmerich.
Oh, God.
Who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end.
Lucia, my beloved. She's great. I really liked her.
We have a hard road ahead of us.
Where's Hilda?
But walk it we shall, together.
Is Hilda here? She would have been by Stefan, though, if she was here.
We welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
Hell yeah. Woo! Oh, oh, wait, I remember her. The green hair. She was from the Monk. Yes, I have played Monk. It was overwhelming and I stopped. This is so cool.
Might I ask you to speak first?
Yes, one job I have not unlocked.
If I must.
Okay, you're from... Well, I mean, you can also tell from their fucking weapons, but... Wait, no, you're not actually from the Lancer. He's part of the Bard quest, I think. He just, like, came along with us to help with whatever it is we're doing in that quest right now. I can't remember. Looking for a song of some kind.
I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
I feel like I need to get pictures of all these squads. The music!
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Hi, I completely forgot about you. Sorry.
Wait, I know you.
You know him?
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten.
I did forget.
Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten.
I did. You're welcome.
Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship.
This dude dead for sure. I'm sorry. I'm like placing my bets on who gets out of this. Well, he can't die because then, well, no, because like you can still do the Dragoon thing way late. And I don't know. I guess by that logic, none of them could die because the game doesn't know which jobs I've done yet. I think, I don't know.
So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy.
Or all those NPCs change for the players. Wouldn't that be wild?
Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Okay, I'm only getting this picture because they all look so cute. I'm gonna crop him out of it later.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we.
Let's go, Lise.
The most dependable
perfect.
warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest.
Yes.
If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Terrapin and I will be leading from the front.
Oops, wrong button. No, the little kissy face. That was
It's
cute.
been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
She gonna kick ass.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction. With
The boys are
comrades
in
like
trouble.
these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us.
Are you sure about that?
And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
Listen, I don't mean to be such a pessimist, but we finished Boja yesterday. Okay, so I'm already back on my this game does whatever the fuck it wants. It don't care about me. It don't care about the characters I care about. So I'm like, ugh, okay, all right.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead.
Very true.
Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require.
So happy for her. Also, where are the dragons? Why do we never... Are they not our allies now? Why do we never bring them with us? Okay. Get the dragons. You're talking about all this cold. Oh, if only we had some, you know, fire. If only we brought some fire with us. They sleepy. They need to wake the fuck up because the world is ending. And it don't care if they're tired. Okay, the world ending don't care if they're sleepy.
The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission.
Yet not Hilda. They don't fit through the door. They can wait outside.
Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa.
It does feel like Hilda should be here though, but whatever.
There
Can't have
is
everyone.
Another awaiting introduction.
Oh, fuck off. I don't... All right, hi.
Lord
I guess...
Monolane.
He kind of redeemed himself at the end, but he's gonna call me old girl and I'm gonna smack him in the face.
Ah, yes. Emanolaine de Forton, at your service.
His voice changed, I think. I don't remember it being that deep.
Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather,
I didn't expect you
far
to.
from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that.
I think your brother is intentionally trying to murder you if he thought this was the place to send you. Like, what? This ain't for, like, newbies, okay? We got the best of the best here. You're gonna die. Or you're gonna do something stupid and get someone else killed. Uh-oh.
But should the opportunity arise for a spot
Okay.
of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
If anyone I care about dies because of this idiot, I'm throwing my computer away. I'm just gonna Ron Swanson this shit. Someone punch that guy. Like, I don't know. May your graceful prancing lead the way to victory. Absolutely fucking not. I'm not saying that. I dare say your fancy footwork may be all that stands. Why are these my options? Where is the sit down and shut up option? Naswada, you're too nice. You're too nice. Whatever. Both of these suck. Just say it with an attitude.
I cannot wait to regale Honoroi with my tales of daring do.
What was that name? Honoroi? Honoroi? Thought it was Honoroi. Fucking French.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea.
They're just like, and he's here too.
Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Like, you don't understand. We could have had Hilda. Instead, they sent him. You could say either of those options with sarcasm. True, she did kind of seem a bit serious when she said it, but I don't know. I still prefer sit down, shut up.
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Oh? Is Gosetsu back? Also, what about Dalmasca? I learned in a fucking footnote yesterday that Dalmasca is now free, I guess. Let's get them in here. The idea that he was sent instead of Hilda made me irrationally mad, right? Oops. Fancy footwear gonna say, yeah. But like, Naswada's too nice. Like, I would say that. But Naswada's nicer than me. She wouldn't, but there should have been better options, that's all I'm saying.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Wait, who is that? Ah! It's Sonny's here! Oh my god! Sonny, I love you so much!
Forgive us for coming late.
Hey,
We
Serena.
are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Sadu's here, you guys! If she fucking died, she wouldn't die, okay? Sadu's too stubborn to die. She's too, Hydaelyn would be coming to get her and send her to the ethereal sea, and she'd be like, bitch, don't touch me. And she'd come back to life. Shook the mouse, didn't you? No, I was too busy leaning back with my hands on my face. But I could do it. Sadu's here! Ah! There you go. That's what a tall bitch. She tall. Naswada's not a bitch. What do you mean? I could be a little bitchy, but Naswada isn't. Coming late. We are the The Alras are here. Naswada is not mean, Judge. You don't get to make that decision. She's my character, and I say she's not mean. She might stand up for herself when other people are being mean to her. Okay. But she's not mean. Okay, it's the difference between being nice and kind, you know? Boxes me probably because you deserve it, Jai. Wait, is this a Bojin guy? He looks familiar. I feel like we just saw him yesterday.
Serena, and you've brought company.
Serena? I thought it was Serena. Sadu's here!
Battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. Great towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach.
She's like, it's fucking boring back home. There's nothing to fight, so we're here. He is from Boja. I would imagine being Hrothgar, but... Anyway, also... Wait. Hello? Why are my screenshot fingers not working? What's happening? Hold on. I see her. I see her. Where are my screenshot fingers, game? No!
Now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy.
It died! Why? Shook the mouse too hard. Hold on. It's not working. Why isn't it working? What would be causing this?